The Philadelphia Eagles just got some massive news a couple of days ago, and they found out their star linebacker, Nakobe Dean, was going to miss the entirety of the playoffs, and someone was going to have to step up. Now, from that moment on, we realized Oren Burks and a rookie, Jeremiah Trotter, were the two guys that specifically were going to get an extended amount of playing time. But just yesterday, we actually found out some even bigger news. They were bringing in a familiar face in Morrow, a linebacker, who's kind of been on a couple of NFL teams, but has played really good at times, specifically a couple years ago when he was with Chicago. But they brought him back at least to fight for playing time in this second level of the defense. Now, in this video, I specifically wanted to break down some film on Oren Burks, on Morrow, Jeremiah Trotter, and I want to show you guys exactly who and why I think they're going to be okay without Nakobe Dean. Obviously, it's a big miss, but I think these guys are really good, including Oren Burks. Now, Oren Burks is actually a very good run defender. He's actually ranking out on PFF as an 84.7, which is among the highest in the NFL. On this play specifically, we're going to get a pass play, a full slide of the offensive line to the right with a little bit of a flat by the running back and a bootleg out by the quarterback. Now, usually when you get this specifically with that full slide, these linebackers like to overcommit to that side of the field because of the full slide, but Oren Burks does a good job here reading, reacting, and then attacking, right? Once you see that full slide, tight end picks up the man side. These linebackers, you see it, right? 54 here. He's going to bite up just a little bit until we recognize what they're actually in. Then we slide, we read, we react, and then we pounce here. Good job at Oren Burks. Wrapping up, they maybe pick up a yard, maybe 2 yards there. And get ready. We're about to break down a ton of film on these guys and showcase exactly how they're going to be able to fill the shoes of a superstar in Nakobe Dean. Alright, here's another good example of why I think Oren Burks is a lot better than a lot of people think. And I know Eagles fans alone, they know this, right? They already know that Oren Burks is not going to be a major drop-off, especially in the run game. Right here, I want to show you his ability to read, react, and attack once again, not over-committing to certain running lanes. And what you'll see running backs do in the NFL is they'll try to really over-commit one way, right? And then find the cutback lane. Now, what that does specifically to Oren Burks is if he were to overcommit to this outside lane, which he easily could. A lot of linebackers do this. They'll overcommit to this stretch to the left, and then the running back will cut back, and then it will be a dangerous run. You got the wide receiver going to block the safety, then it basically leaves you a one-on-one here to the outside, right? But again, Oren Burks reads, reacts, never overcommits. And what you'll notice him do here is he's going to hide, act like he's overcommitting to that outside shoulder, and then he's going to bounce back to the inside once he reads what Tyrone Tracy wants to do. Just makes a really good play here. And again, another reason I don't think he's this massive drop-off everyone's talking about. Now, Morrow is another very interesting player. When he was formerly on the Philadelphia Eagles back in 2023, he was actually ranked as the 51st best linebacker in football out of 180 linebackers in the NFL, and actually ranked 9th, okay? You're hearing this correctly. 9th in the NFL in pass rush grade, which is kind of unbelievable out of, again, 180 linebackers. Ranked 30th out of 180 linebackers out of his run defense grade. This dude was really good with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, in this play specifically, you're going to see him lined up outside on that strong side of this 22 personnel play. If you guys don't understand personnel, the first number is always going to represent the amount of running backs in the backfield, and the second number is always going to represent the amount of tight ends on the football field. So again, 22 personnel here. We're just going to get a stretch out to the right. Morrow once again does a good job, reading and reacting, kind of containing that outsider, getting out there at least as he gets pushed to the ground, but immediately gets back up and makes a tackle here on Derrick Henry. Another player I really do like here for this Eagles team, and again, I just think he adds some really good versatility in a guy that just doesn't seem real in terms of how are you getting this guy, this type of player who was ranked top 10 in getting to the quarterback as a linebacker, ranked top 30 in run defense grade last year, and overall was a good linebacker for the Eagles back in 2023. It's a little bit surprising to me. All right, here's another really good play here by Nicholas Morrow. We're going to get a 5-man scat protection to the right with the offensive line. What that means is from the center over, they're going to slide, initiating a quick double team, leaving man-to-man to the left. Running back is going to come up that A-gap and get out into a route. Nicholas Morrow's on a delayed blitz where he's not really showcasing that he's right blitzing. He doesn't want to step up. He doesn't want to show the offense at all that he is coming on this play. And ultimately, once that center slides over to the right, that's when he knows, boom, go. He's not looking at me anymore. This is my opportunity to attack. Gets a clear lane to the quarterback, and I believe had 3 sacks in 2023 as an inside linebacker. Again, these are things you love to see. And again, I don't think Nicholas Morrow is going to come in here and be a alpha type. I don't think he's going to be the next best thing, but I do think he's going to be able to split reps at the inside backer position and be a big time threat for this defense as they lost Nakobe Dean. Now, before we get any further into the video, I do want to break down a couple of plays of Jeremiah Trotter because, again, I think all of these guys are going to get a little bit of play in their next playoff game. Do me a favor, hit the like button if you want more of these type of breaking news videos, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. Doesn't cost anything, and on top of that, we will be breaking down Eagles film and Eagles games throughout the entirety of the season, which means offense, defense, individual player breakdown for almost every single game, and we're going to be breaking down the offseason. So trades, anyone you guys trade for, anyone you guys sign in free agency, anyone you guys draft, film, analysis, everywhere. We got you guys covered. Join the family. Let's get back into it. Now, Jeremiah Trotter is probably one of the most interesting guys in this linebacker core, just because of how he is in pass coverage. Now, when you look at Nicholas Morrow, when you look at a guy like Oren Burks, they're not, dominant in pass coverage. But Jeremiah Trotter has showcased, and again, very small sample size, he has showcased that he has the ability to play good coverage. So again, look for them both to play, or all 3 of them to play at least a little bit. Now, on this play specifically, the one thing we're going to do, drop back into a hook curl. Whenever we're in a zone coverage, right, we know specifically that if we read the quarterback's eyes, we can kind of tell where they're going with the football, right? And specifically, Jeremiah Trotter's playing like this mid-read type of situation, right? So as he's in the zone, all he's going to do is read the quarterback's eyes. He's going to see, okay, he's looking to the left. Let me start gradually getting over there. Now he's looking at this wide receiver. He's there the entire time. And maybe you get 2-3 yards. He's all over it. Great play by Jeremiah Trotter. Again, one of the biggest reasons I do like him as a player is that pass coverage. He's also pretty decent in stopping the run as well, which we'll look at at the same time. All right, another good play here by Jeremiah Trotter. You can see it's him and Oren Burks over that middle, and obviously they're going to have Zach Bond. He'll be in there, so he'll be, such a good mentor and someone to, rely on in this defense during the playoff game. And once again, we're in this 21 personnel, 2 running backs, 1 tight end on the football field. We're just going to get this inside handoff. He does a good job attacking this A gap or B gap right away, and then making the tackle, right, securing it, making sure Tracy doesn't get anywhere, maybe picks up a yard or whatnot. But when it comes to filling the shoes of Nakobe Dean, I think it's going to be a committee. I think it's going to be a little bit of Oren Burks, it's going to be a little bit of Jeremiah Trotter, going to be maybe potentially a little bit of Nicholas Morrow. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if all of these guys get some playing time during this playoff game, and maybe they just ride with the hot hand. I do think Jeremiah Trotter is a guy that could have a bright future in the NFL, so maybe we get to see a little bit of that with this defense this weekend. But with that being said, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and comment down below, who do you think should get the bulk of the snaps here at linebacker?